Go on, as they always say. Oh, see, there you go. See?
There
I
we
heard
go.
that one.
Now it is recording. This is episode 7 of Let's Talk About Anime, the podcast. Scuffed it is, but I don't know I'm talking like that. Today we're joined by Kimmy and
Hi.
what's your Twitch handle?
I go by Tyneko.
Tyneko.
Okay. Yeah. Or Ty or Himbocat.
Hi.
You can choose any of the three.
I like Ty.
Hi.
So you mentioned before the actual recording of this, you said that you were in a podcast before.
Yes.
What was it called? Because like maybe people are interested and they could like listen to that too.
Well, it was more so my creator, Tystra's podcast, but it was called the Global Gang Podcast. It was for a game called Dragon Ball Z Dokkan Battle a long time ago in a galaxy far, far away. But yeah, it's been closed down, shut down. It hasn't had a new episode in I'd say like almost 2-3 years now. Ooh. But yeah. So it's closed. But we do still have an archive on YouTube. So if you would like to check it out, it's the Global Gang Podcast, and you can tell because it has all the Dragon Ball characters on it.
Maybe
or all sorts of Dragon Ball characters.
Like, did you guys like talk about like just Dragon Ball or just like everyday stuff, including like the Dragon Ball?
It was based around the news that was going on for Dokkan Battle. Plus, we would go over some other Dragon Ball stuff in regards to like races that we would do within the game or any updates on creators. We would have a bunch of different Dokkan Battle creators on as guests and all that stuff. So
interesting.
Cool.
Yeah.
So this is Kimmy's second time on my podcast. So like in terms, she's pretty much a co-host at this point. Sometimes I'll invite her for an episode with other
He doesn't invite, he drags me here, guys. Help.
Does he at least feed you?
I kid.
You need to get the cat stream, please. I'm your mod.
I'll think about it. I'll think about it very hard.
I'm your mod, please.
You are a mod, but I also have how many mods?
How much mods do you have? I know, like, okay, if you're listening to this after the recording, not like on the stream, Kimmy's recording right now, so there's a live chat that is going on. This is like the second time that's happened, which is more fun than just directly offline recording podcasts, if you understand what I mean, or if you've done a podcast.
You mean like a live recording on top of like the actual recording?
Yep.
No. Okay.
So okay, that was just my first question, but what do you do on Twitch?
Mainly I do Hoyoverse games, like Genshin or Honkai Star Rail, or hoping and praying that I get into the Zenless Zone Zero stuff that just released yesterday. But I also like to do different stuff as well. Like I want to get more into party animals. Me and my friend Ark, we've done Baldur's Gate. We were doing Lords of the Fallen as well. So I mainly do Hoyoverse, but I do like to dabble into variety streaming as well.
Yeah,
because life just saying.
Like, was it? Hold that thought there for a second, though. But like, I feel like most streamers, if they do one thing, it like, they're just constrained by it. That's what I feel like. That's why I feel like variety streamers just have more options, which is like so good. Right?
Well, it's really tough because like both sides of the coin have shown to have worked. In regards to like being in the one game category, like it is very restrictive. You're putting yourself in a very small box, but at the same time, the amount of people that watch that small box, depending on the game, gives you that opportunity to grow your audience within it. However, with variety, you get to play all the games you want and have fun, but the chances of you retaining a lot of viewership is very slim. So it's really just dependent on what you're willing to go with in that regard. Like, are you willing to take the risk of just being strictly variety and, you know, getting a viewer or two every once in a while and then losing it? Or are you willing to stick with a franchise of some sort, gain that viewership, but also risk possible burnout slash unwillingness to play? So
Burn, baby, burn.
Because was it for me back when I was streaming constantly? I was an Animal Crossing streamer. That's how I gained majority of my
I remember that.
community. Like, but then I wanted to branch out to like other games, but then I wouldn't get the same views because I majority of the time played Animal Crossing.
right.
So
Yeah.
it's like, you know, I can see that. It's just was it like what do you call it? Like majority of people usually just want to see that same content, but like I do feel what you mean there with like the burnout and everything else that comes with just playing one single game.
Yeah. I think there's a healthy balance. Like, you can find that healthy balance between playing the games that get you the viewership and then also gauging your audience to see what games they would like to see on top of what you're playing. Like, you know, I think that overall, you know, is from your audience. If your audience finds what you're doing good, then they're gonna love you. They're not gonna love just the game. But the initial process of playing that same game and playing the one that you really like, whether it's, you know, the Hoyoverse games, whether it's World of Warcraft, Fortnite, whatever you're into, when you get that starting viewership, that's what's going to help build you up, and then you go from there.
I got a question from an audience, by the way, Ty.
Sure
Go
thing.
for it.
Variety needs a big personality to keep the audience despite the game and things.
Yes. So when you're streaming, and I learned this too because like we all look back on our previous VODs and we all kind of cringe. Let's be honest. We look at our old stuff and we go, "Oh, why did I think that was a good idea?" A great example is, and this is kind of like letting go of the VTuber persona for a second. Back when I first started streaming like 7-8 years ago, I didn't take this seriously. I didn't take streaming as a serious thing, and so like I would just sit there and barely say anything. And I would just watch, and I'm like, why did anybody want to come and watch this stuff? So it's all about developing and getting and letting your personality shine. I think a lot of people, when they get into streaming, they just think they could sit there and, you know, when somebody comes in, just go, "Hi, how are you?" That's awesome. Great. Like, no, that's not engaging the conversation. You know, you have to break the mold of it. You have to uplift your voice a little bit. You got to be really into it. Like, "Hey, how's it going, guys? What's going on? You know, everybody doing good?" You know, that type of stuff. That's obviously not what everybody does, but you got to turn your personality up to 11 instead of a 5.
I feel like since like I've been doing this podcast for a bit now, like I listen to a lot of like, you know, smaller podcasts just to see like how they do things differently. And it's like I hate when there's dead silence for like 5 minutes. It's like, guys, what are you guys doing? Like,
Exactly.
you guys need to be telling a story. That's what a podcast is.
Exactly.
Like, or bring in personalities of like, you know, people that know how to tell stories, because that's what gets people involved to listening.
No, that's 100% it, is that you have to bring in people that are going to keep the attention, and you also got to be able to develop yourself over time. It that's one thing that I do badly, is I say a lot, which I'm trying to get rid of. But I do a lot.
Yeah. I mean,
Jesus.
pausing's fine. And that's just in general. But I think the biggest thing when it comes to being a personality is like, if you can talk to a brick wall, you're doing good.
Yeah. There's ways to practice it. And I think that if you're going to go into streaming, you have to be willing to practice. And it's the same thing as like when you're when you're part of a team in high school, or whether you're doing college football or college sports or whatever the heck you want to, do, you have to take the initiative of practicing.
Mm-hmm.
It's not just you sitting there turning on a freaking camera and a microphone and being like, oh, hey, this is what I could do. That's not going to work.
Not now too, where like, since the COVID, everyone did it. Now it's like you kind of have to figure out like where your stance is and how you want to like stand out as well.
The
It's just very
market is
saturated market too, just a little bit.
Yeah, the market is oversaturated with streamers. So what's gonna put you above everybody else? Why should somebody watch you? And then that's where you have to be like, hey, boom, this is why people would watch me.
Because I feel like that's the same thing with podcasts. Like after the corona, like COVID, all the COVID thing, podcasts literally got oversaturated. Like, was your neighbor's mom and dog would be doing the same podcast, and it's like you gotta literally be different, or actually have a personality, or talk about just everyday life stuff. Because everyone's story is different.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So it's like, was it majority of the time if I do listen to like bigger podcasts, it's like Trash Taste, if you've heard of that, or like
Trash Taste is
Ludwig's
so good.
yeah,
And
or
The Yard.
Ludwig's podcast, that one.
Yeah.
The Yard. Like they're big personalities, but it's like if you can learn from that, then you can make a great podcast, even if you have a shitty, was it $10 microphone? Like literally can just do that, but majority of the time it's just people don't know how to do a podcast, hence why those episodes don't even last 3 episodes.
There
And
is
look
a
at
reason. There is a reason why those two not those two. Like let's say those four. And there's even more in the background of The Yard too. But there's a reason why people like Ludwig, like Dog VA, like Joey the Anime Man, like Garnt, have made it big. It's because of the fact that they take their personalities, they turn them up, and they come at it with fresh ideas as well. So those are two perfect examples of like, podcasts that I feel that everybody should be watching and understanding. Like if they want to get into the business of content creation, those are two really big examples as to what you need to do to go from start, evolve, and then continue onward into your evolution as a content creator.
Cause like, yeah, sure. For me, like I stopped streaming on Twitch, but it's like I do still create content via this podcast. And it's like, what was it? There are times where like I don't know what to talk about, but it's like, oh, let's just have someone that has a good story talk for like a good, majority of the time, and it still makes it interesting. Which is like I feel like podcast is just a great way to tell stories. Because was it? Unless it's not like video podcasts, you can literally just talk about like what happened at work or whatever. Because those are still interesting stories to talk about.
Oh yeah, 100%.
The thing about it too is like you can talk about any story. It's just how you go about addressing it, right? Best storytellers. I mean, it could be the mundane thing, but like because they do certain things that make it sound more interesting than it typically is. Okay, exaggerating is what keeps people there, right?
Yeah.
That's what makes like simple mundane stuff like going out to work or stuff like that. And sometimes too it's relatable. Hashtag relatable, imagine that. And that's what keeps people in, but depends on the content too as well.
Well, yeah, like you got to be relatable in this a little bit at the very least, because you don't want to be like, oh yeah, the other day I just crashed my Ferrari after I ate like a bowl of caviar, real life stuff. Am I right, y'all?
Yeah, that's true. Because like if a YouTuber that has a podcast and they're multi-millionaires and they talk about millionaire problems, like why am I listening to this?
Yeah.
It'll never be like that ever. It would be nice, but
it would be nice. It would be nice to cry about my Ferrari.
Yeah.
It would be so
I lost
wonderful.
my car. Well, that must be nice you had a car like that. Hot damn.
Yeah.
Than me.
So while we're on the subject of like, different people's podcasts, and we did talk about Trash Taste, who is like your favorite VTubers you like to watch? It could be small ones, it could be like big 1,000 viewer VTubers. Like
if we're talking big big VTubers, my favorite is still Bao the Whale. I love Bao.
Oh, wow.
So it's funny we're talking about stories, right? I've told this story already, but this is a story of how I met Bao at TwitchCon actually.
This year or like another year?
This year.
Oh.
It was a
very
okay. So this is we got to start at day one because that's the most important and that's what set up the events of what happened. So day one, Friday, me and my buddy Ark, we get to the venue, right? And there's so many stuff that's gonna be shown on the video that I post on my actual YouTube channel as well. But we get to the venue and we are told that to get a meeting with Bao, Vienna, Cinder, Yuzu, Tricky, and Numi, we have to get to the Stream Elements booth and we have to be one of the first 100 people there.
Oh, damn.
So I told Ark, and I obviously have my reasons, is that we have to get there. My reasoning being is that I love Bao. Bao has been the inspiration of me actually getting into the VTuber section of it. Yes, I might be, a fleshy boy too, but to really push me into the VTubing sphere and to give it a shot and be like, hey, maybe this is something that you'd actually really enjoy. She was, one of the inspirations from it. So I was like, I have to meet her. I have to say hi to her. This is just it. And, we're sprinting back and forth through the venue because we cannot find this stupid little stand. And I love Stream Elements, but God, oh my God, it was driving me nuts. We went back and forth, back and forth, back and forth at least 3 times. We were asking staff, hey, do you guys know where the Stream Elements booth is? And the staff is just like, hey, I don't know. What's streaming? And I'm like, you're at TwitchCon.
You're expecting them to know things, and that's their first mistake.
They should have. They should have.
See, that's the thing. That's your first mistake.
But we finally found somebody who was like, oh yeah, it's just right over there, which we still didn't find it, but we knew at least the area. So finally Art goes, Ty, right there. And so I start sprinting. It's like I'm going.
God damn.
I am running over like grandmas and freaking walkers. I'm like tipping over baby strollers, right? I'm just trying to get to the not actually. I'm just joking.
I know. God damn though.
But I sprinted over there and so did Ark. And we ended up being numbers 94 and 95.
Oh, just like nick of time.
Oh, it was fate. So I was like, yes, so stoked. So we do the rest of the con and then we get to the next day, right? And it's just about 2:00. We get there and I see all 6 of them and they're all in their, they're all in their fleshy bodies, but they're also in costume because it's,
I saw that. I was watching Rob CD, his stream, and he met them and I was like, oh, they're wearing some questionable costumes. It's funny.
Yeah. Well, I mean, that's how they are, come on.
Don't question it.
But so at first I couldn't tell which one was Bao until I saw the big blue orb and I was like, what do I say to her? What do I tell her? And I was like, fuck, I don't know what to say. Because like this is the first time I've actually met outside of my buddy Rujo 4 that same weekend, this was the first time I actually met a VTuber outside of the Twitch sphere. And so I was like, okay, I guess I could tease her and meme it up as one of her viewers. I can, make fun of some stuff for her, being like, oh, she's the pillow princess, because she always talks about, being a pillow princess, and all of her friends tease her. I could be like, she's a bottom, so like just make fun of
that joke for Bao. Oh no.
I could make fun of her as a viewer, and she would be like, it'd be funny.
God damn.
So I'm in line. There's other stuff that happened that didn't pertain to Bao, but for the story's sake, we'll go straight into the Bao thing. So I get there and I see her and I'm just like, my nerves just go fucking crazy. I'm like, okay, I'm not very good with like first introductions of people that I like look up to. So I'm awkward as hell. I finally get up there and she goes, "Oh my God, hi." And I go, "I'm not going to lie, Bao. I was going to come up here. I was going to tease you. I was going to make fun of you, but I can't do that." And she goes, "Oh, really?" And I go, "No, I can't. I want to tell you that you're an inspiration to me. I appreciate what you've done. You're actually my favorite VTuber, and actually got me started into VTubing." And she's like, "Oh my God." She started getting the teary eyes, and she's like, "Please hug me." That was the nicest thing anybody said to me today. And I was like, I got a hug. And I was like, okay, my nerves are quelling a little bit. I'm good. It's kind of weird getting a hug without initiating it, but okay.
Oh.
And so I was just like, yeah, that like, just, I want to say thank you. She goes, "Can I see your, VTuber model?" And I showed her and instantly became redder than anything because she's like, "Oh my fucking God, you're really fucking hot." And I was like, ayo, like, ayo. So I was like, "Well, thank you. I find your model extremely hot too." And she was just like, with no hesitation, and it was just one of those weird moments. She's like, "Do you want to feel my gamer dent?" And for those who don't know what a gamer dent is, chat, Bao makes the joke about the fact that she has a dent on her head from her headset because she always wears her headset. Sure enough, I go, "Hell yeah, let me feel it." And so she grabs my hand. I thought she was joking, and she just puts my hand on her head. She's got a dent. Like, it's a legit dent.
Damn.
And I literally couldn't hold it back. I was like, "Holy shit, it's right there." And she starts doing her bow screen and like going, "I know, it's crazy." But overall, like, she was super nice, and she wrote on my TwitchCon badge. And I believe she didn't really like write it on a lot of people's, and I noticed this from a couple other people who went to go see Bao. Bao put "Bao loves you," and I'm like, "Oh, so nice." So, but she was a sweetheart. Absolutely love Bao.
That's such a wholesome moment.
Yeah, that's a nice experience.
It was very nice. But yeah, like that. She's definitely one of them. I love watching Iron Mouse. Her whole thing with Sea Dog has been such a wonderful thing to watch.
Let's go, Iron Man.
Iron Mouse, yes, I'm part of the Mousy clan. Love her. There's one that's a little bit smaller. Actually, two that are smaller outside of Vivs. Hi Vivs, love you. And Nate, of course, and Kimmy. I'll watch Kimmy. Hey. But there's a couple of the mid-sized streamers / content creators. Maria Latte, a really, really good, wholesome cat VTuber. She does a lot of great like cozy streams. And then Gentle GF. She's an elf VTuber that does a lot of ASMR on YouTube. Discovered her last year when she was very, very small, and she blew up because of her ASMR content.
Oh.
So she did really, really good for herself. Very proud of her.
Did Riddler try to play a sound bit on your stream just now?
I told him he can't have it because we're doing a podcast and I refuse to hear that.
We're doing it live.
No, I have it already gone. That bot's gone. That bot's gone.
My Cocodayo.
Don't be glad I don't have headsets for that shit, or that shit would be gone a long time ago. You don't understand. I don't even know why I even made that in the first place.
Oh my God.
This
Stop.
podcast
Don't
is
encourage him. Stop.
chaos energy. I love it. So let's see here. On to more VTuber topics, since we still got a while to talk about. We're like 30 minutes
Open your name,
in,
by the way, just so you know.
let's see here. What how did you like feel about the news of like, the three big V-shoujos like leaving and going to like Mythic? I think it was like Vey, Nyanners, and Silverville, and I was like, no.
Oh, you mean leaving?
Yeah, when they left V-shoujo, I was like, no, they were so good.
So for me at least, because I actually met Mousy and Nanners at my first TwitchCon as well. Funny enough, another story. Met Nanners again this year. She recognized me from the year prior, and I
Didn't
got
she
to.
go into flesh?
She did. She did go flesh this time, and it was surreal because I was waiting in line to meet Shy Lily. Actually, another great VTuber. Love her. And I saw Aethel. And Aethel's been a big inspiration for me as well. So seeing Aethel, I was like, holy crap, that's Aethel. And I'm like, wait a second. And I saw who was next to him. But I was like, there's no shot that's Nanners as well. So met them. I said hi. I'm like, Aethel, this is my first time meeting you. Nanners, this is my second time meeting you, actually. I actually met you last year. And I told her the name that she called me. And she's like, oh my God, I knew I freaking recognized you. So maybe next year if I see them again, they'll be like, "Hey, come hang out." But I was shocked. I will say that. But
was it like I understood like Vei's situation, but then
Phase?
like was it Neanders and Silverville was sort of like why were they in the mix of leaving? Because it was just like those two seemed to be on good terms, and then they just
Well,
straight up left.
you have to understand too, it's like business is business, right? And
Mhm.
so it's a contract, right? So it probably wasn't worth their investment. I mean, they're probably still talking to each other, which, friendship never leaves unless, something bad happens. But they probably just had a better deal going solo again. I mean, weren't they originally solo in the first place before they joined?
yeah,
Majority
they were
them,
all
yeah.
indie, and that's really what it was that Nanners, Vei, and Silver all stated that in regards to it, it had nothing to do with them liking or disliking the company. It had everything to do with the fact that they could make more money and that the deal that they were offered just didn't make any sense. Which is funny because Nanners was one of the starting VShojo people. Like,
Yeah.
she was there since the very beginning. So it's very crazy to see, and it shocked me. I wasn't too shocked about Vei, and I wasn't too shocked about Silvervale, but I was very shocked that Nanners left. But at the same time, she's still friends with all of them over there. Like, they still talk.
Neanders has like the best chaotic energy for VTubers. Like that's like the biggest reason why I like to watch her.
I will always watch the Monopoly video between Mouse, Connor, Aethel, and Yanners because it just makes me ugly laugh so much.
Ugly laugh.
I ugly
No.
laugh
The
so
ugly laugh.
hard. Like it makes me laugh every single time when they start like just I can't explain it. For some reason I'll always watch it and every single time it'll start making me laugh.
My favorite Neanders moment is her milking stream, and she debated everyone with like 20k viewers. I was like, this is Neanders for sure.
Yeah, it's crazy to see the development between like the VTubers and where they started out because it's bonkers. But yeah, to answer the question, I definitely was surprised, but I don't think it was the type of surprise to where I was like, "That's insane. That shouldn't happen. What the hell's going on?" I think it was just more.
Oh, sorry.
No, it was just shock.
Yeah. For me, I was wondering, because business is always going to be business at the end of the day. At least for when it comes to companies, right? I figured they didn't get a good enough contract worth their time, and nothing wrong with that. Things like that happen, but as long as you leave on good terms, is really all that matters, to be honest.
Exactly. Money talks. That's basically what it is.
One of your commenters said, "I don't know who any of these people you're talking about."
So
They're
there's
just
a big group
VTubers.
big group of streamers, VTubers, VShojo. They're the English company because there's also
They're
Hollow Live and Niji Sanji.
was it the counterpart to Hololive in terms of like if you want to compare it to like that way? Like Hololive is generally Japanese. VShojo is generally English.
Yeah, if you look at it from the perspective of the three major groups that started out VTubing, it was literally Hololive, VShojo, and Niji Sanji.
Yeah.
Obviously, we've gotten a lot of good ones lately, like Idol Corp and a couple others, and then we've had bad examples. Not going to go into that.
Some are questionable.
Yeah, so some are
Some are
sketch.
questionable.
Some are very, very sketch, but
Like, holy shit. At least the more recent ones, anyways. If you keep up with the VTuber community, there's some yikes.
there are some very, very questionable ones where you're just like, no.
Yeah, so. But for the most part, those are the big three that's known.
Well, and that they're just super popular. Once you go into that rabbit hole of VTubers, there's no going back.
Mhm.
Mhm. I
You
mostly
either
watch all
become
live,
one
so.
or you become a massive VTuber viewer and just watch every VTuber.
Oh.
There's a two set of paths for people who watch VTubers. Become the VTuber or simp for them. That's the two options you get.
There is no in between.
Basically. Maybe.
Maybe, kind of, sort of.
It's the thing, like, as much as I like VTuber, I don't really watch the big ones as much. Probably because it's basically, like, my hours, though, too, but I mostly watch small, like, very small indie ones at this point. I'll occasionally, like, watch, like, their clips and stuff, but, like, that's what I do.
Yeah, the clips are the funniest parts because it just feels like you're actually kind of getting to know them through that, and you don't have to sit through like 12 to 13 hour streams.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, that's the thing, too, is, like, when they go live, I'm just like, I don't have time, and, as I can't focus on it either, which, happens, life happens, but I'll find the clips on YouTube, be like, "Oh, that was funny."
What the hell? Who did I get sub? Uh, what the fuck is
Don't
this?
question it, accept the sub.
Accept it and move on.
Accept the free
Channel I
sub. Why
don't
you go? Don't
watch.
question the sub.
Hello?
Hello?
I don't watch this guy and I got sub.
Don't worry about it, accept the sub.
Accept it and move
to
on.
Iron Mouse, please.
Let's
Accept the
go.
sub.
Okay, so all right. Since
Exactly,
we're
accept the
about
emotes,
30
the free emotes.
minutes in, let's shift to anime. Uh what anime do you currently like to watch? It could be from like last season to a year ago.
So if we're talking about
Like
my
the
favorite
current.
in the most recent times, it's Spy Family.
Oh yeah, Spy
I
Family.
absolutely adore Spy Family. It
It's
makes me
good.
so happy. I actually made a tweet earlier today where I was talking about Souvenir, the song from
Mhm.
season 2 of Spy Family. It always makes me happy and it makes me like bubbly and stuff. So
Bubbly and
I
cuddly.
yes, exactly. I always I always get in my feels the moment I see that song or hear that song. Um so I love Spy Family. The most recent one that I'm watching, and I still mess up the name on it every single time, but it's one that Vivs actually recommended to me, and I enjoy it because it's just so funny. Where is it?
Is it the cat one?
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's
she
the
sent
cat
it to me
one.
too.
Yeah, I started watching it, right? And I was just like, it's so adorable. The only thing I don't like about it is that it reuses the same scenes consistently, and you
Mhm.
could tell it does. And that's the only sad thing, but the voice acting is really, really nice in it. I feel like it's got really, really good energy. The storyline, it's like the one-off storylines most of the time. Yes, the masterful cat is depressed again today. That's what it is.
Let me actually look this up.
It's a
I saw the picture and I said, "Whoa, wait a minute."
the animation style is really good. I do like the animation style. But yeah, but if we're talking about like old school anime as well, like Dragon Ball is always going to be one of my top favorites. Death Note, really up there. Bleach, Naruto Shippuden.
One Piece.
Nope.
One Piece.
I don't like One Piece, but I respect
I
One
respect
Piece.
One Piece, but you're not gonna get me to watch 1,000 episodes. I'm sorry.
I will say the One Piece movie Red, I haven't watched it, but the
That's a
album is
VTuber.
absolute fire.
The
Oh, yeah.
English actor's a VTuber in that movie.
Oh, and yeah, Amelie.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
oh yeah, no, I watch Amelie. She's also the voice of Jing Liu in
Yep.
Honkai Star Rail. She's the voice of Marin in My Dress Up Darling. So
Yep.
Dude, her voice acting's so good. Like it's
I
like,
love
holy
Amelie.
crap.
She's great. I like her covers. I found her on YouTube from her covers.
Yeah, she
I
does
hear
really
about her.
good covers.
Oh yeah.
So
I think I found it from her April Fool's for sort of online one because people were
Mhm.
complaining that she wasn't going lyric for lyrics. I was like, "There's you do realize it's very hard to translate that."
Yeah, because it's Japanese. You can't directly rip
Yeah, but there was people
that to
complaining about
be
it.
English.
People love to complain.
They always do. It's always amusing too. Like, "I'm right, you're wrong. Well, you see here."
Because let's see here. I recently watched One Piece and I caught up to it. Don't ask me. I somehow
God
like
damn.
within 2.5 months caught up to the latest episode.
So how
I
many
am
hours was that?
crazy.
How
I
many
am
hours was that?
fucking crazy.
Oh my
He's
god.
like, I don't want to talk about it.
Don't ask.
Whole and a half. I'm gonna keep asking until you give me an
No.
answer. How many hours do
No.
you been watching a day?
No.
Yes.
No.
Yes.
Say
Chat, pet
it.
the mod.
Say it.
No,
Say
you
it.
say it. You
Say
you
it.
literally caught up, so like I want to know how many hours
Chat,
did it
pet
take
the
you every
mod.
single
I'm not
day?
saying it.
Say it. Don't be a baby. Say it.
Weenie Hut General.
See, even Maria wants to know. Say it.
Just
So
say
I
it.
was like watching like what was it 6 episodes? Like
30 minutes.
per yeah, about it's like 25 episodes per episode. So I watched about like 6. So
20,
about
20
like was
25 episodes per episode.
Per episode.
it? So
Sounds
it's like if I put 6 episodes of that times it by let me do math.
It's math
25
time, everybody.
I'm not doing it. I'm not crunching numbers right now.
150. 150. So that's about like an hour 30 minutes per day
That's
just
not bad. I was
for
thinking worse.
6 episodes.
Yeah, that's
I
not
was thinking
terrible.
way worse the way you were talking about it.
Yeah, I thought you were putting in like 20 episodes a day type thing.
Well,
Yeah, yeah.
I was watching like was it the English dub as well, so it made it easier to,
I'll
get
have to
by
keep up
through a
with it.
lot of the episodes.
Mhm.
Because I would not watch 1,000 episodes with just reading the English sub.
Hmm.
That's just I'd rather read a novel. That so it's like,
Nah. Go big, go
might
home.
as well just, watch One Piece with, like, English dub anyways.
Hashtag just do it.
Exactly. Hashtag just do it. Easy.
Yeah.
Easy money.
So,
He's like, y'all are
let's see
insane.
here.
No, we're not.
This man is crazy.
Damn. Is the dub good?
The dub's actually really good.
I will say I've heard the dub, and the dub does not sound terrible at all. Like,
I think they're getting better with the dubbing side. It's just at this point, everyone just says dub's bad because just throughout the years at this point.
well, I think too, like, just to kind of talk about that as well, as we've seen, like, with certain games and stuff, they're starting to get a lot of the good voice actors that have been kind of underground for a little while, like Amelie, like Alejandro Saab or Sayu, another VTuber. People are starting to see that there's so many good voice actors in the world
Or like the
that
voice actor of McCree from Overwatch has done a lot of anime voice dubs.
Mm-hmm.
it's high noon.
Yep. I want to meet him one day. He's cool.
Yeah, but yeah, it's also inspiring. Like, I want to become a voice actor, but it won't happen for a little bit. I know that.
Time for you to start practicing.
Oh yeah, I already got a demo reel and everything. I gotta keep on auditioning, get my voice out there. So
I won't
Time
say
to
what I'm
get an
doing.
expensive microphone so you can actually get your voice heard.
yeah.
I won't say what I'll be doing then.
Because was
Oh,
it like off
oh,
topic?
Oh, he says,
oh,
oh.
Oh,
oh. Do you
He says,
needing some
ah.
peoples? You needing some peepos?
Yeah, so out of topics of everything, I do plan to start doing stuff like that with my 3D stuff. So yeah,
Let's go. I'm
is
always
the
open.
dub
I'm taking
good?
bookings.
I'm taking booking. I'm
I'm
not to
taking
that point
bookings.
yet because I don't have any mails yet. They're in the works, but
Right, yeah.
One of your chatters said, "Is the dub good?"
Yeah,
Yes,
that's
it
what I
is
brought
good.
up about the One Piece.
Because I think One Piece for the English dub up to 1,000 like 1,112 episodes are all English dub. once you listen to English dub, you listen to Japanese dub again, you're like, I can't get rid of the English dub out of my head.
God damn.
Just because like how good they nailed each voices in English dub.
I usually once I pick a sub or dub, I just stick with it because then it throws me off and I hear the opposite. The voices just stick at that point.
But like people prefer, both, but it's like it's the same thing. It's English dub has gotten so much better.
It
Yeah,
has,
it really has.
which is good, and we needed it to be honest. I want to be serious.
So let's see here. What's like your favorite anime? Like you told, yeah, like of overall, not like current.
Dragon Ball.
Dragon Ball.
I've loved Dragon Ball since my childhood, and yeah, there's nothing else I can say about it. It's just really that good. I've loved the IP for so long. It's been one of those therapeutic animes for me, even with all the screaming. Got enough of that in my childhood. Hey, it's but yeah, no. Dragon Ball was one of those ones that kind of kept me out of bad situations, so definitely love me some Dragon Ball. And one that I think deserves a lot more praise and love is Rurouni Kenshin.
Oh,
yes,
that's a classic.
Oh my god, I know it's remade right now, but I'm waiting a little while before I actually start it.
Mm-hmm.
What about you, Kimmy? I don't know if you're currently watching any anime or you're like on break on not watching any. Just want to know.
Did Kimmy die?
Hello,
I'm right here.
Kimmy?
Repeat that. Sorry. I'm being bad.
I was like, uh-oh.
I'm
So,
sorry.
Kimmy, what's like your favorite anime?
Favorite? Oh, God. It's hard because like I like a
It's
lot.
okay. You can spit bad takes
Spitball,
here.
cool. I can spitball. One's
You
Demon
can
Slayer,
spitball bad
obviously.
takes here.
Oh wow. Okay. It's all good. Demon Slayer is one, but I also like I call it the unrated, whatever. Underrated, sorry. Like Bofuri, I maxed out my defense, I wouldn't get hurt. That one's so funny.
I recently watched that one.
Oh,
It's
So
so fucking
underrated.
funny.
That's so good. I
It's
love Bofuri.
It's so fucking funny.
She's so adorable. Like, oh my god.
I just like the fact, like, if you play any MMOs, you know damn well you're not supposed to do that, and that's what makes it so much funnier.
Yeah, it's like
she does
it's the
everything
cardinal
wrong, and then she ends up failing upwards, and the creators are just like, "What in the hell is she doing?"
Yeah.
the
Or
cardinal
every time she
sin.
shows back up with her friends, it's like, "Oh, I got a new ability, guys. You wanna check it out?" More broken than the last.
Yeah, and they just look at her like, "Are you freaking serious?"
That's one
Oh
of my
my
favorite ones. And then another one is Nichijou. I always bring it up when I talk about like
Oh,
comedy.
Nichijou.
Nichijou's just funny.
Nichijou is chaos, and I just love it.
I just like how they exaggerate this mundane scenes.
Oh yeah.
But the reindeer scene has to be by far the best Nichijou scene ever in anime history.
Nanawa Yuko. And then boom, just German suplexes a deer. Oh my
That was the
god.
funniest scene, I swear. The other one too is when the police was looking for like stolen money, and I forget her name currently, but like she wouldn't give up the bag because of what's in the bag, which is
Yeah.
like she was
it was
basically trying to get herself arrested because she refused to show him what's in the bag.
it was just all like yaoi shit that she was working on. And she literally first like flips the police of it, and then the goat has the freaking paper
And then
in
she
its
does her
mouth.
friend is like, I'm out of here, see y'all, and everyone just like passed down on the ground.
Oh my god.
The best
There's
scene.
so many good freaking moments for Nichijou.
They're just so funny. It's just like you can literally look at all the clips and understand what's going on. Is the funniest part about the whole thing. Like you don't even have to watch the whole thing. You just watch clips and you just get it.
It doesn't have an overarching story, which is fantastic because I feel like, with how anime is nowadays, which is nothing bad. I love the fact that anime is like so like in tune with the story.
Mhm.
But like we don't get those like one shots like episodes of anime anymore.
That reminds me of Pop Team Epic.
Pop Team Epic?
That's
I've never
another
heard of that.
funny one.
It's a parody on like American cartoons, basically, in a nutshell.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, we can write the names down so y'all can check out what we're talking about. We can write it down. Type it in
My-
chat so we can cut it, so I can copy and paste it in there.
Oh, we forgot one really good anime that's like the best anime out there. Boku no Pico.
Oh wow!
Hey,
Don't listen to
Hey,
him.
yo.
Don't listen to this guy. Get him out of here. Get him out.
No, don't actually watch that, chat. Don't actually do it. Don't. Just don't.
There's actually one that's more funnier as a dub than sub, but I mean, I wouldn't watch it depending on how well you take offense. It's
I swear to
y'all heard of Ghost Story.
I swear to God. Oh my God. Ghost
I know
Stories
you heard
is
of it. Everyone knows that one.
It's a freaking gem.
That one, yeah, you have to only watch it dub. Sub, nah, dub is where it's at, but it is very offensive, but that's what makes it funny.
Yes,
Well,
exactly.
In this current age, it's going to be more offensive, but it's hilarious.
Yeah, like you have to go into it and you can't like don't take it seriously. Don't take it as like one of those things where it's like, oh my God, I can't believe they said that.
Yeah.
The
So they
my
will offend
favorite
you, probably.
Oh, 100% it will. My favorite part, and it's not the one that you're probably thinking of, but it's the one just before that where she's reminiscing about the buddy.
Yes.
And she's like his laugh, his
The other one
demands,
too is
touch
the
me, his
character
reprimands.
is the religious child. That one's funny.
Oh,
And just when she
God.
comes out, she just says things. It's just like, what?
I feel like what Ghost Story is literally the official abridged version before
It
any
basically is. The
abridged
dub
versions
is the
ever came
abridge at
out.
that point. It might as well be.
It was the abridged before abridging was the thing.
Yeah. They said, here you go. Go ham. Say less.
Oh my God. Yeah, they gave them no direction and it came out perfect.
Like that's like the one that everyone agrees like you have to watch it dub. Like there's no choice.
You don't even have to watch all the episodes personally. You just watch like the best of Ghost Stories dub and you'll get everything.
Yeah. I don't even know what the plot is to be honest, but it's funny.
You don't need to know
was
plot,
none.
just watch it.
There was none.
Ugh.
Oh my God. Christ.
So like I don't know if you guys been watching Jujutsu Kaisen, but holy shit, the Shibuya incident arc is fucking
Oh yeah.
bonkers.
Oh yeah. Oh yes. And it's only
I have
gonna get worse
actually-
from there.
Yeah, I need to catch back up. I'm behind on Jujutsu Kaisen and Demon Slayer.
I
So
know. I know the ending to Demon Slayer. I read the manga because I kind of like, oh, imagine that.
I read the manga. People are gonna be disappointed.
Yeah, JJK. Which one? On the
In Jujutsu Kaisen, if you're gonna start back up on it, I'd say watch season 1, then JJK 0, and then season
Yeah.
2.
It's crazy
Because
though.
the movie gives you more backstories of Gojo
Mhm.
and I think Megumi. So it's like that's like the watch order, which is like, you know, pretty good, but it's like holy shit, the Shibuya incident arc. It's like I get why people love this arc so much. It's insane.
Yeah, I've been
Plus-
hearing a lot of good things about it.
Yeah.
Mhm. Oh
And I
yeah.
think Spy Family, the latest episode, just started its best arc, I believe, too.
I need to go watch that. I said I was going to, and I haven't done it yet. I know
It's so
good, though.
worth it.
Oh,
It's
I
so
know.
worth
Watch
it,
it for the
Kimmy.
Waku Waku, dude.
Anya is a kid I would absolutely adopt. 100%.
Back, she knows, and then the and then like they don't. It's just so funny. It just a lot of things like that just makes it more fun. Oh, the answers for women.
It's just literally she knows what's going on but doesn't know what's going on.
Yeah, she's like, oh, he's a spy, and it's funny. She's like, she tries to help, knowing like what they're thinking, and it's just well,
It's so cute. It's so freaking cute.
Oh yeah.
She's just innocent, but then like her power just be like, okay, I'm just gonna be innocent, but I'm just gonna somehow screw all this up for the bad guys just because I can.
Yeah. It's like I know what you're thinking.
Oh, dude. So hold on. I'm trying to get my list of anime stuff.
When we talked about One Piece, there was Naruto, there was the what was I sent it in chat earlier, the one that Vivi talked about. There's actually, if you like that one, Ty, you'll also like the My Roommate is a Cat.
Oh, that one's
Oh,
good.
God.
I've seen that one.
That already makes me think it's gonna be funny as hell.
It's funny, but it's also like wholesome and it's also kind of sad. It's like a
It's
mix of every emotion
relatable.
you could possibly throw at you.
If you have a cat, it's relatable.
Yeah, I have a cat.
I'm trying to think. What have I've seen a lot, and I just can't like. I watch a lot of hidden gems. I like to call it. They just show up on recommendation one day. I see a preview. I'm like, okay, I'm baited. Let's go. Oh, you're probably gonna hate me for saying this one. Maybe I don't know. Shadow Garden. Have y'all heard of that one,
Which
Mm-mm.
one's that?
bro? If you're talking about like, what was it? Those the people that was they have a name, but like those who are like pretend like they're like they have superpowers and stuff and all that. What's that trope called in Japan?
Oh, Chunibyo.
Yeah, so it's that times
Oh,
10
God.
because he's acting, but everything he says actually is true, but he still thinks they're playing around.
Oh, God.
And he's overpowered. It makes it even funnier. I find it entertaining, is why I watch it. It's so
I'll
entertaining.
have to take a look at that one.
How to keep
Kimmy,
a
since
mummy.
you do
Oh, I think
like
I've seen that one. Or at least I've seen previews of that one, actually.
Kimmy, if
Okay.
you like underrated animes, there's another one called 16-bit Sensation, another there. It's pretty much
16?
yeah, it's pretty much girl loves was it the visual novel genre, but then in the year 2023, she's just making, shit games, and then she somehow ends up in the past, and that's where like she creates her games and all that.
Oh, God.
It's a very niche anime, but
Yeah.
it's really good. Like
Send me in chat. There's
it's coming
also
out
one too,
this
actually,
season.
I watched it. It was really good. It was actually came out during the summer, but, like, apparently it's underrated too. Summertime Render? Summertime
I
Render?
have yet to see that yet.
I haven't heard of that one.
Summertime Rendering basically is time traveling. It's
Hmm.
really good, like, it's crazy good. You have to watch that one. That one's really good.
Mm.
I finished that in 2 days.
Really? Isn't it like 25 episodes?
I finished that in 2 days. Don't question me.
Hello?
Don't question me.
On a technicality, you could finish a 25 episode in one day. So
He's questioning me. Why is he questioning
I'm
me?
questioning you. Hello?
Don't question me.
gasp. Hello?
Hello?
Oh,
I took the
wow.
time to binge watch it, okay?
What was the name for the pretending magic,
Pretending
but really being questioned? But what were you just talking about? That's the
So
comment.
we talked about Summertime Rendering, which was time travel. I talked about Shadow Garden, which is the Chunin, that what it's called. You pretend like you have superpowers basically.
Yeah,
This one
Chunibyo.
actually does. But and then what was the other one you said? You said 16-bit Sensation?
16-bit Sensation.
I don't know that one, so I can't really describe it.
Oh, honestly, like if you want a super cringe anime and you're a cringe lord, look up what was it? The Eminence in Shadow. If you're a
Yeah, that's
13-year-old
Shadow
cringe lord.
Garden. I've seen that one.
I'm just recommending bad anime because there are people that will watch bad anime. I only watch
Me.
bad anime for funny.
Me.
If you want a bad old anime, but you'll end up liking it just because it's like, yeah, Zero no Tsukaima is one of my old guilty pleasures.
Zero? No, type that for me.
Yeah, hold on.
You know what's another one? They finally announced the next part to it.
Which one?
Madoka Magic.
Oh my
The
god.
fact they're actually going to continue it fucking finally after 10 years. Holy
Isn't
shit.
that the one with the first episode where like all the freaking magical girls just get their like shit pushed in and wrecked?
Yep.
Yeah, that
Well,
one.
more like episode 3, but sure.
Well, in the beginning.
Yeah. and then
It's just a cute anime, I swear.
Yeah,
It's
it's cute.
on
It's cute
steroids.
until they're dismembered. Yeah, that's
Oh,
dope.
I've seen clips of this one. Okay.
That's like going, hey, Goblin Slayer is great, especially the first episode. It's like that.
Bro.
Yeah.
I was like when I hear like Attack on Titan and Goblin Slayer, everyone was like either praising it or absolutely hating it. I was like, okay, since people are talking about it, I had to go see it. Oh, that's what happened. Okay.
Can
I
just say
loved
this?
Goblin Slayer except for that first episode. I was
Goblin
like, oh
Slayer,
god.
for
that
Goblin
was how they
Slayer?
hook you in, though.
Yeah, exactly.
I like
Can I
Goblin
say
Slayer
this
is
for
really
Goblin
good.
Slayer though? It's an anime Mandalorian.
I just
It's
like how he
literally
gets more
anime
creative as he
Mandalorian.
goes.
It's such a weird way to put it, but it's true. Like, yeah, the Goblin Slayer is exactly like Mandalorian.
Haven't
Like,
seen it.
if no one's seen this anime for Goblin Slayer in Kimmy's chat, you can skip the first episode. You don't really need to watch it, and everything
No.
else is like good.
The first episode is to hook you and make you hate the antagonists. That's it.
Yeah.
It's
And
to
it's-
get you.
it's also
It's to get
just-
you to
yeah.
see the world in the Goblin Slayer's eyes.
Yep. Traumatized.
Yep. But it was very. It was very controversial for a good reason. For a good reason.
But it's Goblin Slayer. He's
It's
the
really good, though.
Mandalorian.
It is
I just
really
like the
good.
fact as the episodes go through, he's like he gets limited every single time, but finds out a new way to just make explosions happen. So amusing.
Yeah,
Dude
and
is
his only
naughty.
dialogue is, "Do I kill goblins? Yes or no?"
No, it's basically like, what are we fighting? Rats. Are you sure it's not goblins?
Oh,
It's like-
the freaking episode where they're like talking about going to the underground.
Yeah,
just
with
like,
the rats,
"Will-
he's
will
like, how
the-
did you get rid
will-
of them? Just take something and bash them with it.
He's like, will there be goblins? Well, no, there's no plan for it. He's like, I'm not interested. It's like, brother,
Help
this
me.
town is being hurt, and all you care about is just killing the goblins.
The fact too, he ironically saves it while killing goblins, what makes it even more amusing.
Yeah, it's like
What's
goblins
his
were
eye thing?
just.
Kill it anyways.
I can't remember what it's called, but I just call it beast mode.
he just sees a little green human on the side of his eye. I sense goblin.
Oh, I have a good question for y'all in regards to anime.
Answered.
Mhm.
What is an anime that you initially liked that got ruined for you?
Darling in the Franxx.
Really? Is it because
The
of
first
like what
12
happens at
episodes were Studio Trigger. I love Studio Trigger. And then the last 12 episodes are A1, and they ruined the really good mecha anime they had going. The A1 literally just said, "Hey, let's see what Studio Trigger did and copy it from Gurren Lagann."
Mhm.
It's like, bro, it's like the first 12 episodes were so good for Darling in the Franxx. Honestly, it was like up there, and then the last 12 just was not it. If you get what I mean. I know there's a fan base for it, but
I'm trying to
Eh.
remember, but it's like purged from my head.
yeah, please don't remember it.
So
I can say like Tokyo Ghoul 2. I never liked it.
Tokyo Ghoul, yeah.
Oh, Tokyo Ghoul. I've heard of that one. Too.
Yeah, I felt so bad for Tokyo Ghoul. It had so much good potential.
Nope.
Yeah, but it just became a 13-year-old cringe lord the anime.
For me it's a little tough, but it's not for any animation reasons or anything like that, but it's BBB, which is Blood Battle from Blockade or something like that.
What? Oh, I know what you're talking about. I've seen that. Okay, yeah.
That great anime, but now I can never look at it. I had a very bad situation with an ex that made me watch that anime, and turns out bad things from her end. Sad face, crying emoji, but yeah, so I can never watch that anime now.
One of my friends on Discord recommended me this anime, but he just said, "Look, this is just Family Guy to anime." I was like,
Family Guy to
What is it?
was it the anime you just said, the BBB one?
Oh,
Blockade and yeah.
No, it's not Family Guy to
It's,
anime.
I know, not what I've seen. There's no
Not
way.
even close. Like the overall story is really good,
Mhm.
but it got ruined for me because of a ex significant
Oh,
other.
so you're just more like an outside source, basically.
Yeah.
Ruined
So
it.
it's like it's one of those things where it's like it's good and I recommend it to people. I will just never watch it again.
Okay. What about you, Kimmy? Any bad takes on anime that you don't like in particular? And was it get
It
people
made me
flaming?
dislike it more because, like, if you break it down,
Food
is
Wars?
Naruto. The Shippuden side. I like the original.
What?
Get out of here! You can't tell me they didn't break the whole fucking magic
original
system.
over Shippuden?
Shippuden's better.
Yeah.
No, not when to me, they broke their magic system, which kind of is annoying half the time, and then you can just pull shell. Because what killed me the most was near the end when, what's his name? Who can't die because he's already dead. Pulled a meteorite out of the fucking sky.
That's
Oh,
the
you're talking about
majority of
Madara?
all
Yeah.
isekai animes nowadays.
Well, I know, but, like, when you establish certain things early on, and then just take out the window, because we won't talk about Boruto either, because I think it does not
Yeah,
exist.
but
Boruto
I
can,
think
you know,
we can all
It's like
agree
when that
Boruto
happened,
kind of
'cause, like,
sucks.
you know how it ended too. They bullshitted the ending too.
Wait, Boruto ended already?
No,
Oh
no,
no, it's
no.
on
In Naruto
hiatus.
Shippuden, when whatever her name came out of after stabbing Madara, because
Oh,
didn't have a way
yeah.
to kill him.
That's
Like,
the
you
only one
can't
that's a
tell
little
me
weird.
that was, like, not. It was just like
Overall,
it's one of
like,
those, like, it broke the magic system they initially established to the point where, like, that world should have been destroyed, like, 10 times over.
Yeah, but then
listen, the
they
world
got
should
like
know
a
pain.
Yeah.
but then that world has literally a fox with 9 tails that's bigger than a fucking mountain. So
Yeah. So that world should be gone. But it's just one of those, like, I did watch, like, through all of it. It's just one of those, like, I liked it better when it first initially started, like, the first part. I personally liked it because the way the system was set up, but
Mhm.
it's one of those. Fight me.
yeah, I feel like a harder take would have been if you hated Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood. That would have been hilarious.
The Brotherhood?
Yeah. If you said that FMA was better than Brotherhood, I
No.
think people would be fighting you.
Oh yeah, that's
No.
you're cruising for a bruising if you say that.
Time to get angry and start typing. I'm just kidding.
Actually, Brotherhood was the best adaptation of freaking Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood. Full Metal Alchemist, you just don't know, Kimmy.
Hello. I love when people do that. It's like, well, actually, I was like, no.
Actually,
No.
your opinion is really freaking wrong.
Yep. There we go.
All right. Since we talked about a good chunk of anime, what games do you guys like to play, like on screen or off screen? Like in terms of like Twitch, like if you're streaming
Gotcha games.
or
Huh?
not,
What?
or like
Yeah,
personal time.
gotcha.
I don't know. I find it interesting. I play more gotchas, to be honest. Only because, like, games nowadays are very hit or miss, and it annoys the shit out of me. Like, you will not catch me pre-ordering a game unless I see reviews, because just how bad, like, at least for most currently, like, they just start off. Like, Boulder Gate's an exception is one. I think Elden Ring was another. Like, those types of games came out really good, but, like, a lot of games
Oh,
nowadays
okay.
are just bleh. I can't stand it.
True.
And so, like, with gotcha games, at least, like, new ones coming out, it's free, first of all, so you don't have to pay. And then it's like, you stick with it or you don't, but you don't have to put a single damn money into it.
Mhm.
It's just like that weird, like, mentality going on, because, like, somebody I will not name keeps shitting on the games that I enjoy, and I'm like, well, thank you, I guess. I can't play with friends now.
The only gacha game I play is a Chinese mecha game. They have a gacha system, but I don't even put money in it, and I somehow get all these skins for free.
See?
How?
That's nice. Farm.
But was it? What about you?
So, mainly Genshin and Honkai right now on screen. I also play it off screen. I'm actually doing some stuff for Honkai right now on the side. But some of the games like Baldur's Gate is a lot of fun. Elden Ring is just a blessing Oh my god,
Elden Ring.
I hated Elden Ring at first, but then I grew to love Elden Ring, and it made me actually love the Souls genre. And I started going back and playing other Souls games.
Mhm.
Party Animals is my favorite one right now because I just love just derping around and being an idiot on there, and it's a lot of fun. It's a lot of fun to play with friends. Uh let's see. There's so many good ones out there right now. There really is.
I do agree. Like party games are like the funnest. You can obviously play with friends.
Oh yeah. That's the biggest thing is like if you could find a party game that you could play with your friends, it just makes everything so much better in my personal opinion.
So, do you have a Nintendo Switch? Because my game of addiction at the moment is watermelon game.
I was say, if you say this, I'm gonna.
Yes, I am saying it.
Is that the Suika game?
Yes.
Is that on Steam or no? Because I
No,
want to
it's
play
on
it.
the Nintendo Switch.
I hate it.
Why?
Why just put it on Steam?
There's a rip-off version called Suicat on Steam. It's like
Suicat.
Yeah, Suikat. Suicat. It's like $2. It's literally a
$2.
rip-off version of it on Steam. So like you can play that on Steam.
Yeah, but everyone's gonna be like, "Oh, this is just a ripoff."
You're playing a ripoff. How dare you?
You're not actually playing Suika. Freaking cringe.
But it's like that game is so addicting. I can't get 3,000 points. I got skill issue.
Lol. Cringe.
Skill
Bad.
issues. Yep.
It's like, was it the big streamers I watched, like Iron Mouse and Connor, got 3,000 points? It's like, what the fuck is wrong with me?
Just be better.
I've been trying to get me to play it, and I'm like, no.
Please play it.
No.
Play it.
No.
Please.
No.
Ah.
No.
If you play it, I'll play it.
I refuse, so you're not playing it.
Okay, bet.
Oh, there's a bet going
Get me an
on.
alliance fun.
No, I wanted to play Suika game because it looks like it's just one of those games where you could just sit there and it's a just chatting game.
Yeah, it is. It's
Basically.
literally like if you got a good amount of chatters on stream, you can literally just play that for hours and just talk with chat.
Mm-hmm. But for me, like I think Party Animals is a lot more fun. Like just going in there with people.
Animals.
Dude, Party Animals is just I love being able to just clothesline somebody.
I like drop kicking.
Oh yeah, drop kicking's fun. And then me and my buddies will play like buzzball and football, and we're still undefeated in those ones.
Ooh.
I know how to dodge. I know how to bob and weave. You know. I said weeb, not weave. You know.
Close enough.
Bob and weeb. Any weebers in chat? Anybody like feet in chat? What? What?
Hey,
huh?
Hey, yo.
Hey, yo. Any sniffers in chat? That's not Any sniffers?
Excuse me?
Huh?
Huh? Don't you hum me, excuse me?
What?
Fine, we gotta shut it up. Go.
No.
Oh,
Man's in chat, dude.
X in chat. Hacker man. Oh no.
Hacker man, I'm in.
I'm in. Oh, you're about to get kicked out. Woohoo!
Oof.
Oof indeed.
First time on the podcast, and I'm already getting threatened to be kicked out. Damn.
I mean, I've been threatening you all day. What you mean?
You have been doing it all day.
Don't pretend like it wasn't just.
Yeah, forget this fool.
you remember him, Ty, right? Well, he's about to get wiped off.
He's about to get wiped off the face of this podcast.
Exactly.
Oh, this is so chaotic. I like it. Let's see here.
How much more time we got? I haven't kept track.
We got like 20 minutes or so.
Okay.
In terms of like games I play, the Chinese mecha game for sure, like Risk of Rain 2. Like I like roguelikes, like just because like
Risk of Rain 2 was fun.
Like it's not like continuation, it's like one run and done, and then you can try it again, but each run is like an hour tops. It's like, holy dude.
Heard
It's
of it.
so
Never
fun
played it.
though.
I went on Risk of Rain 2 and I just played as the character that has the little claw and you
Ooh,
could
yeah.
swing, and I would annoy my friends because I would just be like Spider-Man the whole time. And they're like, "Are you actually gonna do anything?" I'm like, "Yeah, I'm Spider-Man." And I just start swinging around.
Wow, he's throwing.
I was never invited to play Risk of Rain again.
They're like, this dude's throwing, guys.
Well,
Help
for
Oh, I
me,
absolutely was.
like I have a friend who picks up every single item. I'm left with like nothing at the end of his like, bruh, help.
He's
uh,
I never
throwing.
played it though, but it looks like fun.
it's fun. Kimmy, you should play it.
See, everyone keeps
Join
telling me
us in
that.
this pain of 1 hour.
Just don't have me join. I'm just gonna Spider-Man the entire time.
Spider-Man, go
Spider-Man.
bird.
That's what it was. It was just so much fun. And it was
Spider-Man,
so
go
fun to hear
bird.
them going, "Are you actually gonna do anything?" And I'm just like, Spider-Man. Whee! And then on the final boss, I'd be like, "Don't worry, guys.
I
Your
got
friendly
you.
neighborhood Spider-Man's on the way."
Oh,
I would
God.
swing and then I'd die.
I'm about to say, they're probably like, oh no, he gonna die. Oh, he died.
Oh, he done deaded now.
He
Am
done
I
get it
back?
now, boys.
So I know like at the time of recording this, BlizzCon is going on, and you guys heard of the new champion coming out? It's literally The Rock.
Yo, you're talking about in Overwatch? Yeah, I saw
What
it.
can I
said, who is this?
say except
I said,
you're
who the hell is
welcome?
this?
It's literally Maui from was it that
Yeah,
one
that's
movie?
what I thought it was. I was like,
It's from Moana, yeah.
Yeah, it's like
I thought it was at first. I was like, "Oh wow, they're doing a collab with Moana." What the like I've been seeing a lot of games doing some very weird collabs,
only gets
but
weirder from
like
here.
I was like, "Wait, Overwatch is doing a collab with Moana? That's pretty cool." And then I was
Disney will
told
allow
no.
that.
I'm pretty sure Disney wouldn't care.
But Disney's very strict about their IPs though, so
True.
like they are a stickler in the mud sometimes.
Yeah, but I don't
I'm so
think
geeky.
Disney
I'll
would
for that later,
allow that
probably.
because Blizzard's really tainted in their office.
Oh yeah, 100%. Yeah, I know, and I can watch it go burn. Woo!
Yeah, and
Lizzie
there's
go
people
burr.
still fans of Overwatch and Blizzard. How?
I don't. The only thing that I've ever found somewhat good from Blizzard is Diablo.
Was you mean?
Can I
Huh?
say a boomer take
Was
for
because
Blizzard?
Diablo 4 is taking the shit too.
Yeah.
Yeah. Can I say a boomer take for Blizzard?
Sure,
Go for it.
StarCraft. Where the fuck did it go?
it's dead. That's
Yeah,
why.
it's dead for good reason.
It's dead. It gone.
It deserved to be dead. I'm just kidding.
It gone. I'm
It
not sure
dead.
That was like their baby back then, and it's like
It
they
was the
literally
baby.
just
And then Overwatch
buried it
came.
alive.
I know exactly. Yeah, and Overwatch came, and then everyone else
Yeah.
ate shit.
Yeah, everyone was all about, oh yeah, StarCraft, and then they saw Tracer's ass, and then they were like, now we have something to look
What
at
are you talking
again.
about? I
That's
remember
what
the
we're talking about.
controversy.
Oh my god, people were so mad about it, and I'm like, bro, is there
It's
something
just
wrong with somebody having
they
an
get so mad
ass?
about that they nerfed it.
Like, who cares who has an ass? Like, let Tracer have an ass. Who cares?
And
Okay.
it's because it's right in your face, and we don't do that here.
They did the same exact thing to Topaz and Honkai Star Rail, and I was like, you gotta be kidding me, guys. Like, come on. Who cares?
I thought they hate her for her personality because of the story.
Yeah, the story for
I thought
Topaz is kind of
for
cringe.
me, I liked her because of the story. I was like, she's evil. I was like, but you have like psychopathic killers over here, and you're okay with them?
Listen, don't talk about Kafka like that. You keep her
Right.
fucking
But
name
you get
out
my
your
point, though.
keep
You
my
get my
wife's
point.
name out your fucking mouth.
No, you will hear it from me. But you're gonna tell me Topaz is evil, pure evil, because she's coming back for her debt for the debt that y'all owe.
No,
Yeah.
she's not evil. She
No, but
just
that's what people were bringing her up to being is like evil because
yeah.
she works with IPC, which is basically IRS.
Yeah.
But then you have other characters who are basically like killers, and they're okay with that. Like,
Well,
what?
yeah, because Kafka dominates, and that I'm okay with that. Next question. No.
Oh, bring it back. Bring it back.
No. Keep going.
Yeah. But you get my point, though. It's like people get
Yeah.
upset about one thing, even though something else is technically worse.
Well, no, yeah, like I think people still like Topaz. Like people like Topaz until they nerfed her ass, and I was like, "What? But why would they nerf her ass?"
Literally or figuratively?
They legitimately like they before her ass was very robust. Now her ass is eh.
It's still better than most people, so I don't even know what you're talking about.
Let the man cook.
The man cook.
Yeah, they did the same thing with Rosaria and Genshin Impact when it came to her boobs. It's kind
Well,
of
to be fair, that was more of a clipping issue.
listen. Let
It
her
was
clip.
technical. Don't you come at me with this.
Listen. You know the phrase "let them cook." Let
Yeah,
them
I have.
clip.
Yes, I have.
Let
And I
them
will drop
clip.
kick you because you're cooking. I'm kidding.
Let them clip.
It's the same thing why they changed Skara, as his hat was gonna get in the way too.
Wait, who?
Skara, his hat was too big to climb.
Oh, Scaramouche.
His hat was too big.
I call him
careful.
Scar
Are we
Tussie.
gonna talk about the fact too, Ty, that they literally made alternate outfits for Jean, Mona, Rosaria, and Amber. We're not gonna talk about that either.
Yeah, it was pretty cringe. But that was because of China.
Oh, I know. But we're not gonna talk about that either, but they just completely just changed it. But at least we get both, but still just saying.
Yeah, not now all the new players don't get both, so they don't get to experience Mona
Oh, they
without
don't get it?
with the booty shorts.
They don't get it?
Nope, they don't get it.
Wow, I didn't realize they did that. Oh wow.
So they even stated that any new players will only get the new skin. They won't get the original because they can't technically. What it is, and there's certain things with like gacha laws are separate from regular laws, I guess.
Oh yeah.
So like with gacha laws, like if you're an existing player, you get grandfathered stuff. So they can't take that. They can't take that away from you because you, quote unquote, bought into the game before they changed it. So they can't take it away, but they can take it away from future players.
What?
Because they didn't promise it to you in the first place.
It's like it was an official change. It's just once gachas basically once it's released, you can't nerf it.
Yeah, you can only make
You're
it
not
better.
allowed to nerf, and so like if it's broken, it's broken.
Yeah, that's why Nouvelette is broken as fuck, and they can't do anything about him.
Because they can only buff.
Yeah.
But we needed more of a stronger characters anyway, so I'm okay with it. I don't really care too much. At least Genji's a PvE for the most part.
In regards to the Jean, Amber, Rosaria, and Mona thing, just so that other people know, basically what ended up happening was that they were put as too lewd because they showed too much skin.
What skin?
That's my point. They had
especially with Mona. It's just
yeah.
tight. It's like a Leonatar. I think it was called Leonatar.
Yeah, it was a unitard. But that was the crazy thing is that they said that and it just didn't make any freaking sense.
That's about right.
But some of the costumes actually look better. Like I honestly will say the booty short Mona is a lot better than
I like Jean's new one though.
Jean's new one is really good. It fits her so well.
Yeah, I like Jean's new one. Amber's it didn't really change much, to be honest. I don't really know what they were trying to do.
Amber's didn't really change.
Yeah, so what's the difference?
They just made it so it's not like this is the pervert in me. Sorry, not sorry. The only difference is that the booty shorts go over the entire butt cheek instead of just having the little like divot at the bottom.
What?
It's very weird. You know where like the thigh meets the butt, and you have it goes over that whole thing now.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, because before it literally.
I was wondering what they changed. I was like, other than the color, I don't see any difference.
With Amber, you could see a little bit of butt cheek, just a little bit, a little bit of booty cheek. I did it for research purposes to see what exactly was the difference. For research
purposes, I looked this up.
You needed to understand what you were looking at. I'm just saying, like
the color came out, so because Amber was the only one that made no sense to me when she got changed. I was like, what's the difference?
Yeah, Amber's was a booty cheek thing.
I do like Jean's though. Jean's my favorite of the alternates. So.
I feel Jean's was perfect because of the fact that she's not flirtatious or anything like that. So the actual outfit made perfect sense for her.
Mhm.
Because with the other one, it's like, oh hey, we could see a little bit of like cleavage, but that's not Jean. Jean's not a cleavage girl.
What makes me laugh too, it kills me every time. It's like, oh, that you know, she has like kind of almost like a, I wouldn't say a full bodysuit, but like it's still like a cape right in the back, and then her cape flies backwards. I'm like, where is that connected? On her shoulders, that little jacket technically is. I'm always like, where is that shit connected? Like, how is that flapping?
Yeah, never ask questions with MiHoYo.
It's the same thing why they never give. That's why they never give characters sleeves. If you haven't noticed, those clear cut armpits, and then they give them like an arm sleeve. Which I know why they do it, but
yeah, it's less that they gotta animate.
Well, no, it's the clipping too.
Oh yeah, true.
Wait, isn't there gonna be an anime for that?
What's up?
Genshin anime, isn't that supposed to come out soon?
It's supposed we don't know.
It's been 2 years.
We're still wondering. We haven't gotten any news on it for a while. It makes me sad.
But the fact that who was doing it? It was
Ufotable.
Right?
Ufotable.
Oh, okay.
I think you pronounce it as UFO table. That's how they want to.
Oh, UFO table. Okay.
Yeah,
I that's how
no, I thought it was Ufotable. Hold on.
Someone interviewed the company and they're like, "How do you say your
they're the
name
biggest
of the
ones
company?"
doing, Demon Slayer, which season 4 already coming. Woo! But at least I guess. Can I just get curious? Because it's gonna be nice if they do, especially if they do how they did with Demon Slayer style and like FGO, how they done been doing FGO. I don't know if y'all seen that one. That was another anime too. That's actually really good, except for maybe a couple.
Yeah, Ufotable. They are an animation studio to be freaking watched out for. Their animations are insane.
It's amazing how they incorporate 3D with 2D, and that's what makes it amazing.
Exactly.
If it doesn't make me puke, yeah, it's good. If I can notice it and it looks like complete dog shit made by high schoolers, I won't watch that anime.
Well, here's
if
the
you get what I mean. Look at Food Wars.
They use the 3D as environment. They don't use it for the characters, so they can blend it easier because of that reason.
But you get what I mean. Like, look at Food Wars. They're 3D animation for people, and it's like, why did you guys do that?
Because it saves you time and money. Yes.
It's like I dropped Food Wars because of that reason. It's like the story sucks now, and was it the 3D of that show was just complete garbage.
The issue with it is like they can never. It's just hard to match either the 3D to the 2D or the 2D to the 3D. But Ufotable figured it out though.
Yeah, they did.
They figured that shit out.
They did really freaking good.
I don't know if you've seen their FGO series. Holy shit! Especially what Fate Zero.
Fate
Zero. Sorry, have you seen that one? Especially
I haven't.
The shot between who were they? Who was fighting? Like that whole scene was really good.
The Fate series, like I feel like Ufotable like knows what they're doing in terms of like.
I like their sound design too, especially from FGO's Babylonia. The sound design. Talking about a beat. Got my ears. My ears, man.
But no, yeah, they do so good on their animation.
How do people podcast for like 2 hours? I can't.
Why can't you not?
Like
it's easy. Just keep going.
And I'm like,
just don't stop topic. You just keep going.
At least we're almost done here. Hence why I like to usually keep my podcast short. It makes it, a little bit snappy since, I'm not a big podcast streamer.
Well, you're about to be, I guess.
But like this is my first episode where we've gone past an hour, which is totally fine. It's just,
It's because I am here.
Longer if you let us. You do realize that, right?
Oh yeah. We can just sit here and bullshit.
It's what time is it for you guys?
It's 3:45 my time.
3. All right. So we'll close out the podcast here. Was it Ty? You want to like link anything that people can see your stuff on social
Yeah,
media
drop
on
all your
Twitch.
links on my channel real
Oh,
quick.
okay, hold on. Oh God, this is so,
Come on,
this
you're on
is
the time limit.
oh,
You
this
got
is so
1 minute to
sudden.
get all that shit together.
Okay.
Pressure.
Hold on. I'm working. You guys talk for a
You
little
got
bit.
30
I'm working.
seconds.
No, that's not how this works.
I told you got a minute and then dropped to 30 seconds. I don't know what to tell you.
Can you just
Barry, keep
adding
moving
no
while you're talking.
just pressure?
I walk it like it, talk it. Walk it like it, talk it. So if you like me, obviously I'm gonna be dropping my VTube Twitter because that's the one I'm most active on, to be quite honest with you. But right there you could catch me on Twitch. You could also catch me YouTube Fleshy Boy talking about Hoyoverse content and also other gacha games like Project Mugen and Reverse 1999 and all this other stuff. I like to experiment and see what people like. And then, of course, like I said, the third link is my actual Twitter, the one that I post on very, very frequently and say very, very cringe ass stuff. So if you like cringy himbo cats that think they're hot as shit, but they're actually not, check me out. Definitely would love to see you guys there. Also, if you make art of me. Trust me, you could paint me like one of your French girls.
Oh my.
All right, so Kim, you've been on this show before, so you can drop your Twitch stuff and all that, so people can find you on Twitter, Twitch. You know the drill. You've been here before.
Yep, the same drill of dropping my YouTube and my self promos. Yep. But yeah, you can catch me obviously on my channel. I still do mostly do 3D art still, just because I have a ton of things to get through. They both see my list of things to get done. I do post on my Twitter. They're more for like work in progress and things I've done during stream. So you'll see some of that. And then my YouTube, where I basically just post all my animations and all my time lapses of 3D modeling. So if you want to go check that out, there you go.
All right. I will be posting your links on what's it? The YouTube playlist also, and on what's it? The actual Spotify. So people can
Oh, yeah,
find you
here.
guys.
Let me send those over to you real quick.
I got it.
Oh, you did? Okay.
Yeah, since you posted
stalking. Don't
on
worry.
Twitch.
He's stalking.
So fun hour 30 episode actually. Let me end this recording very scuffed.
Yes.